Welcome to Darsana Academy YouTube channel.
We are first in India with live discussion of biology, Neet 2020.
Today we are going to discuss the question E2 version of today's examination, that is Neet 2020. The question starting from 91 and that is from the chapter Evolution. Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Which of the following refers to the correct examples of organisms which have evolved due to changes in environment brought about by the anthropogenic action? The question is very clear. This is asking what are the changes in evolution by the effect of anthropogenic action. That Darwin finches of Galapagos Island, there is no man interactions are there. Herbicidal resistant wheat, of course, the interactions of human beings are there. Drug resistance of eukaryotic, that is also there. Man created breeds of the domesticated animals like dogs. Of course, the answer should be B, C, and D. From the cluster of these answers, option 3 is the answer. Okay, is it right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's check the next question. This is from match the following columns and select the correct option. This is from the first year topic of year. That means the chapter which related with the neural control and coordination. Organ of Corti, cochlea, eustachian tube, and stapes. The correct option should be option 3. That that organ of Corti is connected with locate the basilar membrane, and cochlea, which is located or connected with the coiled part of the labyrinth. Eustachian tube, which is connected with the middle ear and the pharynx, and stapes, which is connecting the attached to the oval window. So the option should be 3. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Identify the wrong statement which refers to the immunity. When exposed to antigens, live or dead, antibodies are produced in the host body. So we have to go through the direct answer. The active immunity is quick and give full responses. That is option number 3 is the answer for the question number 93 of E2 version. Next question. Select the correct events that occur in inspiration. This is the question from the chapter Breathing and Respiration of Human Beings, Physiology chapter of the first year. So the answer should be contraction of the diaphragm, contraction of external intercostal muscles, pulmonary volume decreases, intrapulmonary volume increases. Option A and B are the correct statement from the clusters of answer. Option A and B. A and B, the correct answer. Option number A and B. Isn't A and B? Option number 1 is the answer? Yes, it is. Okay, question number 94, option number 1 is the answer. Okay, so next slide.
We are going to discuss next question that is related to botany area. It is also the question that is already given in our DPP. Darsana providing DPP. The question same as that of DPP question. Very interesting and important question. We can see that. What about question number 95? The oxygenation activity of Rubisco enzyme in photorespiration leads to the formation of. Very important question. Already we had given through DPP. We can see that. Photorespiration, that is called C2 pathway. Okay, C2 pathway. Why it is called C2 pathway? Because first stable product is a 2-carbon compound. We know that. Therefore, the answer, no, and also we know that what is photorespiration? That is Rubisco, that is enzyme which receive, instead of carbon dioxide, receive oxygen, and oxygenation of RBP. RBP, we know that 5-carbon compound, and this oxygenation of RBP leads to the formation of 2 molecules. One molecule is 2-carbon compound, that is called phosphoglycolate. But here the option is very wonderful, and other compound formed is 3-carbon phospho PG. Now we know that 3-carbon PG. Here in this option, the question fourth statement very confusing. No, here this 2-carbon compound is given. If 2-carbon is given, then we feel confusion. No, therefore we will first of all bubble this forward. But which is the most correct? There is also individual here. 4-carbon compound is also given in here. Now we can see that 4-carbon is also given. This 4-carbon is also given. This 4-carbon is not the correct. 2-carbon compound, yes, phosphoglycolate is the correct. And this is 4-carbon, that is not correct. And which is the most correct here? There is no individual 2-carbon molecule of 3-carbon. No. That is 2 molecule of 3-carbon, never. 2 molecule of 3-carbon is never. 1 molecule of 2-carbon and 1 molecule of 3-carbon is formed. Among these, which is the correct answer for this question? Very interesting option here given. No, very wonderful question. We can see that 1 molecule of 3-carbon compound, that is PGA, is the answer, and 1 molecule of 2-carbon compound is also there. But here along that option there is 4-carbon is also given. Therefore, that is not correct. Which is correct one? We can see that this one, the second option is correct for the question number 95. We can move to the next question. Yes, what's the next question? We can see that is related to zoology, sir.
The infectious stage of Plasmodium that enters in the human body is the simplest question from the human health and diseases. This is elaborated in this chapter very clearly by using a exact diagrammatic representation, and that is one of the important question too. So, important part two. So, the answer is direct and very clear. The sporozoid are the answers. Okay, so it's no doubtful question, isn't it? Okay, move on to the next question, which is considering what Neet chapter.
Yes, we can see that chapter is related to cell, the unit of life. Now, very interesting question that this question is directly from the NCERT, direct statement from the NCERT. That much important is NCERT. From this question, we can clear evidence for that. We can see that for the question number 97, we can see that which of the following statement about inclusion bodies is incorrect. What is inclusion body? That is present in prokaryotes. We know that prokaryotes have no membrane-bound organelles, and we can know certain points. There is no membrane-bound organelles. Therefore, of course, they are freely in the cytoplasm, and they save as reservoir material. We know that these inclusion bodies helps in reservoir of the material. We know that. Yes, if we know all these concepts, then why? What is the doubt? What is the answer, dear children? There is no doubt for the answer. We can see that they are not bound by any membrane. Yes, of course, they are not bound by any membrane. And next, these are involved in ingestion of food particle? Of course not. They are never involved in ingestion of food particle. They are reservoir of food particle because they represent reserve material in cytoplasm, and they lie free in the cytoplasm. Therefore, what is the correct answer? Clear-cut answer from the option. We can see that question number, for the question number 97, 2 is the correct answer. So, what about the next question?
Okay, next question.
Yes, next question is also connected with cell cycle. It's very important chapter. We know that very direct question from NCERT. Very direct question from NCERT. What's the question? It's also given in the DMCQ, right? We can see that dissolution of the synaptonemal occurs during. That is, dissolution of synaptonemal complex occurs during. What is the answer? Yes, we know that diplotin is the answer for the question number 98. We can see that. For the question number 93 is the correct answer. And what about the next question? That's also from, that is morphology of flowering plants. Is very important, very direct one. We know that for the question number 9, we can see the ray floret how. We know that ray floret of sunflower. That's a statement in the NCERT. That sentence in the, that's word in the NCERT. Ray floret of sunflower how. We know that. Inferior ovary, ray floret of sunflower how. Inferior or epigynous ovary. What's the answer for the question number 99? 1 is the correct answer. You know that the direct question from the NCERT. So what about the next question? Oh, we have.
So far we are discussing this question. It's most clear that all these questions have been discussed in our classroom,
Yes,
and
yes,
especially in our
Yes.
material also.
Yes,
We have
okay.
DPP and DMCQ. Several times we are discussed all these questions, and previous you can able to see the previous lecturing sessions of the YouTube classes also.
Last
different
time in
types.
the preparation also we had.
Yeah,
Yes.
several types of
Yes,
questions.
you definitely
You can-
have to be.
Yeah, you can see, you can able to see while going through all these sessions, you can see most of the discussed questions are there. And our dear students, you have to become more proud, because
Darsana is one of the best, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we started our repeater courses. We are starting our
Already
repeater
started,
courses.
and
Yeah.
we will start.
We will start the repeater course of the 2021 NEET examination
September 16
basis.
onwards, right?
Okay, the coming 16,
Yes.
coming 16, the first batch is going on.
Yes.
So everybody is
Already
welcome.
started, right? Already they started our classes.
After doing the examination,
Yes,
and
of
after
course.
while observing all these questions, they will get a bit confused, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, of course, we are confused now.
No need of any confusions. You just come with us. You can able to conquer the need next need level. That is
We Darsana provide all support, right?
Yeah,
There is no doubt.
This is not doubtful. You can able to. It's visibly clear that previous sessions of our YouTube channel
Yes,
discussions already have these kind of questions.
Yes, okay.
Most of the time, correct and incorrect definition. You can able to see the means our MCQ and
Yes,
DMCQ having this the same number of
same
types of questions.
We are already
Correct or
provided.
incorrect? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, and also it is from directly from
Yes,
NCERT too.
oh, yes, of course.
No need of getting in confusion while getting through going through
These
these
type of
questions.
questions.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. So it is from the chapter reproduction. Okay, in which of the following? I mean, this is not reproduction exactly. The reproductive health chapter, second chapter of the zoology of second year. In which of the following technique is in the embryo are transferred to assist those females who cannot conceive? The term you should have to keep in your mind, that is who cannot conceive. So options are there: a SIFT and IUT, gift and SIFT. So bit confusion in between both two options. Maybe because ZIFT is called zygote intrafallopian transfer and IUT, intrauterine transfer. The question is related with all the time. In this type of question, you should have to relate the answer with the question. Okay, in this question, they are explaining or they are asking us the woman or the female who cannot conceive.
Yes.
Okay, so here ZIFT we can provide a zygote inside the fallopian tube before 8 morula stage and IUT more than 16 morula stage. Most probably, the answer should be option number 1. That means ZIFT and IUT. Gift and SIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. The gamete intrafallopian transfer means the person do not have the capacity to produce a proper gamete. In that cases, we are providing a gamete inside. Okay, SIFT is also there, ICSI and ZIFT, GIFT and ICSI. So most of the time, the option should be ZIFT and IUT. Okay, so move on to the next question.
That's also from zoology, right?
Yeah, select the option including the sexually transmitted diseases. From all these options, without any exception, the sexually transmitted diseases. While looking into this question, this is so simple question. Gonorrhea, you know that this is a sexually transmitted disease. Syphilis is that, and genital herpes. All these are sexually transmitted diseases. But listen carefully. While looking into this question, this option, it's clear that this is the answer. Even though you should have to pass through these 3
Yes.
options,
Yes.
isn't it? So maybe the question examination will be quite tricky. So gonorrhea, malaria, genital herpes. Malaria is not a sexually transmitted disease. AIDS is that, malaria is not, filaria is not. Cancer, AIDS, and syphilis. So option number clear, crystal clear. Option number 1 is the answer. Okay. So move on to the next question.
Yes,
isn't it?
of course. This time now, this zoology and botany are more mixed up.
Yeah,
right, this
okay.
time.
Identify the wrong statement on this particular question.
Yes,
okay.
of course.
So identify this wrong statement with reference to transport of oxygen. This is from the chapter of first year chapter of human physiology, respiration, human breathing and respiration. The binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin is mainly. So the question is that why or how the oxygen is get affected with the hemoglobin. The option is crystal clear that when you are discussing with the partial pressure, H plus concentration, PO2, CO2 concentration ratio, here it is mentioning that higher H plus concentration of the alveoli favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. Everybody of you are thoroughly know about that H plus concentration is not allowing hemoglobin with the oxygen, isn't it? So option number, we are asking the question, wrong statement of this question, isn't it? The statement. So answer should be option 3 is the answer. Okay. So this is also clear. I'm pretty sure that it does not need any kind of explanation because that is so much
Direct
thorough.
from
Yeah,
NCERT,
direct from
Yes.
NCERT too, and they
Yes.
know very well.
Very well.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
More than us even
Yes,
though.
okay, fine.
Okay.
And what about the next question? We can see that is from this. Oh, okay, that's from anatomy of flowering plants. Question number 104. Identify the incorrect statement. Okay, direct statement from the NCERT. That much NCERT you have to be considered as a Bible. It's very important. We know that. And what's the question? We can see that what's the option? Incorrect. What is incorrect? Okay, incorrect. Hardwood does not conduct water but gives no. It always hardwood does not conduct water. Of course, that is correct. Subwood is involved in conduction of water and mineral from root to leaf. Of course, that is also correct. These are correct. And subwood is the innermost secondary xylem and is lighter in color. Of course, not. What is the answer? We can see that it is incorrect one. Therefore, this question, direct NCERT sentence, we can see that for this question 104, answer is 3, right? Yes. What about the next question? We can see that is also from botany. We can see that. What about question number 105? Identify the wrong statement with regard to restriction enzyme. That is from biotechnology principles and process. Now, this statement is very confusing now. Maybe you feel confusion now, but you just think about this. What is the restriction enzyme? Now, what is related to this restriction enzyme? Never asked like not any other enzyme. Therefore, the question that is connected with restriction enzyme. Therefore, we just look at the restriction enzyme point. That is, each restriction enzyme functions by inspecting the length of DNA sequence, the same sentence in NCERT. You can see that beginning of that one paragraph is with the sentence, the same sentence in the NCERT. And next one, they cut the strand of DNA at the palindrome sequence. That is, while referring NCERT, you can see that not at, slightly little away from the palindrome sequence. That sentence in the NCERT. Therefore, we can consider it is wrong one. It is wrong when we can consider it as. And what about next? They are useful in genetic engineering. Of course, they are useful in genetic engineering. But fourth statement is related, not related to restriction enzyme. They are enzyme that is